So I am Anjani Kumar, the director of this institute, Sri Krishna Academy, Hyderabad. Okay, now, so the purpose of this today's introductory session is to make you comfortable in the online classes, just to give you a brief idea how to make yourself comfortable in these online classes. Second point is that check your technical requirements. See, if you want to enjoy these online classes, you need to have proper network or proper setup at your home, because you are not coming to institute. This is not classroom sessions. So it is going to be, it is a online session. So online means you also have to have proper setup or arrangement at your place. So we have to ensure that you have technical requirements and environmental considerations, wherever you are sitting. Third point is that we will explain you about the timetable. What are the sessions, how each subject is going to be lectured or given sessions from tomorrow or whatever dates we are going to announce. So how your coaching is going to take place overall, the subject wise, timetable, exams conduction, and all these things, how it is going to work out. Then some more important thing is that the success factors, especially this is more important than our real classes or whatever, because success factors means all the students listen the same classes, but only few students get rank. Some students may not get rank. What is the reason? These are all every year we are seeing. So suppose 100 students are there in a class or batch. Out of that, only say 20 students or 30 students get ranks and they join in universities, whereas 60-70 students do not get seat anywhere. But the classes are same, teachers are same, faculty is same, subject material is same, every input is same, but few people get seats and other people do not get seats. So what is the success factor? Why they are successful and why others are not able to get rank, success in their entrance exams? So there are certain success factors that also we are going to discuss in this introductory session. Then some major entrance exams. Briefly, we are going to discuss about the exam pattern of major entrance exams. Although you have come here for, there are some mixed people in this group, in this batch. Some are preparing for ICR exam. Some are preparing for local entrance exam called MSET. Some are preparing for NEET exam also. So whatever it may be, that also I am going to explain what are the major entrance exams and what is their exam pattern or their minimum information related to these exams. So with this information, with these factors, and also I would like to, after the end of the session, at the end of the session, I will introduce you my staff or the people who are going to stay with you till your coaching last day. So these are the people who are there, and I will be introducing them also, so that you will become comfortable with the day-to-day routine coaching classes or whatever, communication, anything. So as I told you, first you have to make yourself comfortable in the coaching. So what are the things that you need to do if you want to be comfortable in online coaching? First thing is that mobile or laptop or desktop computer, even some people use tablet PC. So whatever gadget you are using, whatever instrument, whatever equipment you are going to use, that should be properly working. To see that these things, whatever mobile is properly working, and then the good internet speed, because this is very, very essential. If you are not already having good internet, please see that buy a good package of internet, or if you have Wi-Fi, that is also good. And in the Wi-Fi also ensure that you have continuous, without any breaking, good internet speed is there in the Wi-Fi. So internet speed, then you please wear some clearly nice audible earphones or headphones. So earphones or headphones will protect you from the outside noises. So it will ensure that whatever we are speaking here in the class, in the online classes by faculty, that is directly reaching your ears without any distraction, without any disturbances. So that is, your earphones is must. Then proper charging of your mobile or laptop. So suddenly I have seen some students, they are in the middle of the class, suddenly that is switched off. Suddenly they disappear in the online class. Then we call them, we ask them, then they say, sir, my charging is over, so completed, so exhausted, so we are to recharge it. So that problem should not happen. So in order to avoid that also, you ensure that your laptop or mobile phone is properly recharged maximum level, and then sit in a comfortable environment. So comfortable environment in the sense what? Because you are there at your home only, it may be comfortable, but in your home you are also living with your other members, family members, or so you have so many other distractions also, like TV, somebody is switching on TV, some outside noises, all these things will come. So you have to choose a place where you are comfortable and no distractions either outside or inside. Even TV also, some sounds will come. TV sounds or anything are there. Those things you must be protected from all these environmental noises. So see that you sit in a comfortable place, either table or even on floor, whatever is comfortable for you, sit there and then start your day. Every day should go like this. So these are the basic requirements. In the meantime, I just will have my cup of coffee. So please, you also, if you have anything, sorry. So this is our usual time. By 11 o'clock, we used to take coffee. So because it is first day, we have started a little late. So I'm just enjoying. In 2 minutes, I will complete my coffee. So this is your to make you feel comfortable. So make you feel comfortable. How many of you are all complying whatever I said now? Everything is clear? Video,
Clear,
audio, your mobile or laptop, whatever you are using, must be having full charge, and headphones, everything is clear with you?
clear, sir.
You are facing any problem, you can also call me on my WhatsApp or call, and we take
Okay.
our advices in case if you are suffering from any technical issues, or if you have any environmental factors. So once you are comfortable with all these things, then I will go with the timetable, explaining the our coaching classes timetable, how our coaching classes are going to be conducted from tomorrow. Even today also you have some classes that I will explain you. And then one more thing what I want to say is, all our communications will be conducted through our WhatsApp group. You are all the members already, you have been joined in that group. So whatever communication related to our day-to-day activities, related to our exams, even sharing the Zoom link, and whatever communication will be shared through our WhatsApp group, SKA STC 2021. SKA means Sri Krishna Academy, STC is short-term coaching, and 2021 being our current year. So in that group, all the communications will be shared, and if you have any doubts also, you can post in that group. All right. Then daily 3 subjects coaching will be there. So 3 subjects, because you are all preparing for either ICR or MCET or NEET. These 3 exams, or all these exams have got 3 subjects. So daily you will have sessions of 3 subjects: physics, chemistry, biology, or physics, chemistry, mathematics, or ABC, agriculture, biology, chemistry. Whatever subjects you are going to choose, whatever subjects you are going to attempt in the exams, based on that you will have 3 subjects classes will be there every day. And each subject will be 2 hours of session. Each subject you will have 2 hour session. So 2 hours into 3 subjects will be 6 hours of your online classes will be there. Minimum online live classes will be 6 hours a day. Rest of the time, either you can study yourself, or you can ask doubts, or whatever way you want to. Anyway, self-study is required also. Once the lecture sessions are completed, you need to follow that sessions, whatever concepts they taught to you in the classroom, though in the session, then those things you have to review it. You have to go through those important concepts. Then you have to prepare for yourself on that day. So that is called self-study. So once classes are over, you will have to study yourself. So this way, every day classes will be running. And next thing is all these videos, whatever live classes, whatever subjects teachers are teaching to you daily, these classes will be recorded. So recorded versions will be available to you on the same day mostly. By evening, you can go through those recorded versions. So today classes are completed, say for example, physics, chemistry, biology. So by evening, these video sessions, whatever online live classes are there, those things will be made available for you to review, go through that when any number of times, whenever you want. Suppose you have missed some class on particular day because of some personal reasons, or you felt that one concept he is going fast, or you could not catch that concept. For that, you can go to the recorded video, you can review it, revise it any number of times, and then get the concepts clear. So recorded videos will be available every day, all the sessions. So this is how our teaching, our coaching is going on. So for this being our first week, so classes are not properly scheduled, but it will be set by next week. This week classes will be run, but the timings and all those things we will be stabilizing by next week. This week will be little bit haphazard manner, timings and all subjects will be. And mostly our sessions from next week, we will have morning batch, morning timings. Morning time will be live classes and afternoon will be your study time. So morning also, what time we are proposing to start by 6 a.m. How many of you are comfortable getting up by 6 a.m.?
I am comfortable.
So you have to be comfortable because
Yes,
that
sir.
is the time exactly students need to focus. So morning 5, 6 is a very good time for our preparations. So mostly morning next week onwards, 6 a.m. to 8 a.m. one session will be there, and 8 to 8:30 you will have breakfast time. You can complete your breakfast. Then 8:30 to 10:30 you will have another subject, and 10:30 to 12:30 is third subject. This is how we are planning for the next week. But for this week, as I told you, it is not yet completely ordered. So we will give you short notice. Afternoon, this class is there. Tomorrow, this class is there. Within the short notice, we will be intimating to you what is the next class for today. But from next week onwards, we are going to prepare a complete timetable, which will be shared with you in advance. So the timetable will be till your end of your coaching. So you have to wait for one more week to make things clear. But till that time, we will give you introductory classes during this week. Next. So 6 days, normally your classes will be there weekly, Monday to Saturday, every day, 6 hours of live online classes will be there. Then afterwards, how much you understood, how much you learned. So to assess those things at the end of the week, we will have a short test. So that test will comprise questions from the syllabus which has been taught during the 6 days. So based on that, we will conduct your test. The modalities, the modus operandi, how we are going to conduct the test, that also will be finalized by this week. So whether it is going to be online or by through using some app, or sending you question paper through WhatsApp and sending your answers through WhatsApp. Those modus operandi we will be finalizing by this weekend. So you have to wait for another 3-4 days to make it clear. Then those tests, whatever you have written, based on that, we will give you marks, and then you can assess yourself. Where are you? How much you understood? What is the preparation level that you are currently there? So these are the things. So there are, as I already told you, when certain success factors are there, which I discussed in the beginning. So success factors means why some people get rank, why some people do not get rank. There is a clear-cut difference, success and not successful. So success means you have to follow certain order, certain routines, certain conditions, certain rules and regulations. Then only you will come out with the success of your exams. So what are those things? How you can ensure that you also fall into the successful people? For that, the basic thing, even when I ask my previous students also, are you deserving, are you desirous, or are you really deserving to crack this exam? Everyone will say yes, 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 because no one wants to fail in the exam. Na? If they want to success, then only they are coming to our coaching institutes. If they are not successful, they don't join any coaching institute. If they have joined coaching institute, that means they are really wanted to be successful in the exam. But how do you check really they are deserving or not? How do you ensure, or how do you think that this boy or this girl is really interested, or really desirous, or really deserving that success? So there are certain indicators which we have evaluated, which we have found, which we have studied during our previous many years of experience. One is that what I found is that those people who do not get up by 5 a.m. in the morning, they are not really serious about their exam. So by 5 a.m. still, if you are on the bed, that means you are not really serious of cracking this exam. So this is indicator number one. So I request all of you to be out of bed by 5 a.m. So 5 a.m. you must get up. Then you are giving a clear indication. You are clearly telling to your mind, your body, your conscious that you want to be successful in this exam. So factor number one is getting up by 5 a.m. Second thing is that following certain routines every day. So after getting up, normally you have to have some good habits, like taking a few minutes of breathing exercise. Maybe it can be pranayama or anything, whatever techniques. So 5 minutes of breathing exercise you do. So that will give you enough energy for you. So confidence, brain also gets enough oxygen, and then you will feel fresh and very, very energetic in the morning. So these things also you see that you are following. 5 minutes of your breathing exercise. If possible, 10 minutes of physical exercise. Maybe anything you can do, outdoors or indoors. 10 minutes you do some physical exercise, maybe running, walking, yoga. Some people do yoga. So whatever you think is good for you, you do 10 minutes of physical exercise. This is compulsory. I have seen people who are doing all these things, previous students also, they are almost means nearing to the success. So this is another factor. Routine, following certain routine in the morning rituals, we can say morning routines. Once you get up by 5 a.m., do these things. Then afterwards, take minimum, I cannot say minimum, take some enough water. Water is required for your body. So regularly try to consume as much water as possible. Although there are some people say standards 2 liters of water or 3 liters of water. So you have to keep a bottle, 1 liter bottle with you, and just keep near to you, and regularly consume that water, so that at the end of the day, before you sleep, you will consume enough water, minimum water in your body. So this is another factor, another indicator that you are deserving success. Then afterwards, follow the routine classes. Follow the classes regularly. Whatever classes are going on here every day. So without missing any class, regularly, because you are at home only now, you don't have to travel anywhere. So there is no any traffic congestion or any other issues. So sitting at home, so you can 100% attend all the classes, online classes. So that is another factor which will give you indication that you are deserving, you are nearing to the success, right? Then one more factor what we found is that by 10 p.m. whoever is sleeping, they are giving a clear indication that they are deserving success in the exam. So beyond 10 p.m., if you are still awake, that means you are not serious about your exams, because minimum you need a minimum sleep of 6 to 7 hours. So 7 hours means 10. If you sleep by 10, then morning by 5 a.m. if you can able to get up. If you keep awake late nights, then it will have effect in the morning. You cannot able to get up by 5 a.m. So those who are sleeping by 10 p.m. or before that, they are also nearing to the success, and they are giving a clear signal to your parents or to the student faculty here or the management that you are really serious about your exams and success in your exams. So these are the things which I can, few of the things, and still you can have your own style or way of showing the things that you are deserving. You are really, I can say you are very serious about your exams. For that, you can ensure you can do anything, whatever you like. But these are certain major factors. These are something which we have observed among the students of our previous batches. So if you follow these things, maybe your success is almost confirmed. Then, then I will also give you one idea of how to prepare or how to follow these regular classes. So when you are attending these classes, 6 hours of, as I already told you, 6 hours of your subject live classes will be there. 2 hours per subject every day. So to continuously means follow the classes, various concepts, understanding them, and taking them into your brain, and again reproducing them in the exams. This is a type of exercise. So your brain exercise has to be activated every day. Every day you have to do it. For that we have we are going to suggest you one thing, that you please maintain 9 notebooks. So there are A4 size notebooks are available. You can get them from your local bookshop. So A4 size 9. How many? 9. 9 notebooks you have to keep. What for these 9 notebooks? You keep. There are 3 subjects, as I already told you. 3 subjects, 3 notebooks. So these 3 notebooks are meant for the writing your online whatever classes are going and running notes. Whenever sir or madam or teachers, whoever are coming here, so whatever they are telling, that time you have to immediately quickly note it down. Some important points they may tell, some important concepts, some tricks they will tell, some ideas they will give you. So whatever is going on here in the board, whatever lecturer is telling, that time you need to write in your running notebook. So 3 notebooks are for your running notes: physics, chemistry, biology, or whatever, physics, chemistry, maths, or physics ABC for agriculture student. So this way you have to ensure that running notes are written clearly in different notebooks for each subject. Then another set of 3 notebooks, you have to use it for your own handwritten notebook. What is that own handwritten notebook? Whatever you are learning here, or whatever you are reading from your books, whatever you are studying from study material, or whatever you come across from different sources, like video, you might be watching some video, you might be reading in a notebook or textbook somewhere. So those things, whatever you come across related to that chapter or concept, those things you have to write it in a nice handwritten, with the bullet points, with the colorful in the notebook. So this is called your handwritten, self-made handwritten notebook. So 3 notebooks you have to maintain for 3 subjects. Then another set, last three more notebooks are required. So these 3 notebooks, you use them as your rough notebook. Whatever some exercises you want to do, scribbling something, just some rough work you want to do, some calculations you are doing, some questions or answers you are attempting, something like that, use them as a rough notebooks. So 9 notebooks you please buy, or get immediately. So these 9 notebooks will be useful for you for your day-to-day writing down notes, exercises, all these things. It will be useful to you. So because it has to be organized in a systematic way, you have to learn things in a systematic way. Otherwise, this is very competitive exam. If you just take it lightly and you think that all in one notebook I will maintain everything, I will write it here, I can remember all those things, it will not happen. So you will forget again, you will get confused. So maintain these 9 notebooks separately. Is that clear? So maintaining the notebooks is important. Then for reference purposes, whatever entrance exam it may be, but you think only about NCERT textbooks. Don't go for any other out of NCERT textbooks. So many market books, so many books are available. Sorry, on this, that. So don't go for any other textbook or any study material. Please only refer NCERT textbook. That is for national entrance exam like ICR or NEET or JEE, whatever national level, because all these national entrance exams, they follow the syllabus of NCERT. So everything is taken from NCERT only. They don't go beyond that NCERT textbooks. Most of the questions will be within that book. So NCERT book is your major reference book. That is your Bible, that is your Quran, that is your Gita. So you follow only NCERT textbook. If you don't have NCERT textbooks, please buy them as soon as possible. It is available from Amazon or Flipkart. So you just order physics, chemistry, and biology first year and second year textbooks. This is important. Then afterwards, we will share our study material. Soft copies will be shared with you by WhatsApp or email. So those soft copies, if you have nearby printer or any Xerox center, you can take hard copies of those study material. If you don't want hard copies, you can follow soft copies itself. If it is clear to you, you can go through that soft copies too without taking any printout. Just using NCERT textbook and only following our study material, your success 100% guaranteed. You don't have to do so many multiple reference books, multiple study material. Don't refer, don't get yourself confused. Never refer any book, whatever good it may be, however good it may be. But our study material and your NCERT books, this is the only thing that you have to follow. Is that clear?
Yes, sir.
Very good. Very good. So I will check tomorrow how many of you are going to follow whatever I told you in sections. Then second thing, or maybe next thing, what I am going to tell you is a brief idea of the major entrance exams. So most of you, we are only a few students are there, but we are likely to get some more students in this week. So whatever it may be, I will give you some brief idea. Even if you are writing some other exam, what I am going to give you idea is just to get an idea only, to get some understanding. Say for example, NEET exam, I am going to give you a brief introduction. What is NEET exam? Then ICR exam. Then BHU, Banaras Hindu University, there is an entrance exam by BHU. That also I will explain. And then in our state, Hyderabad and Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, we have a local entrance exam, which is known by the name of EAM CET, MCET. That also I am going to give a brief idea what does all these entrance exams are and how they are, how their exam pattern and all those things. A brief idea. So now first major entrance exam all over India, everyone is aspiring, or every biology student dream, or most of the biology students, they want to attempt NEET exam. So it is all because maybe everyone's dream to become a doctor. So that with that intention, maybe many people go for NEET exam. So this NEET exam is, most of the people know what is NEET exam. It is already well established and well popular, and many and most of the students are aware of that. But NEET exam is for MBBS, BAMS, BDS, like that. All medical, human medical entrance exam, medical courses are there, 5.5 years. So related to that all, not only that, there is also one more course called BVSC, Bachelor of Veterinary Science. That is not human related medical course, but it is animal related course, veterinary science. That course also is connected now to NEET exam. So if your aim is to get admissions in all human medical courses like MBBS, BDS, BHMS, BAMS, BYNS, so almost I think 7-8 courses are there under this medical, and plus BVSC, Bachelor of Veterinary Science. If your aim is to get admission in any of these courses, then you have to attempt 100% NEET exam. There is no any option. There is no any other alternative entrance exam, either state level or university level. Now, all over India, all the students aspiring for medical courses, they have to attend only one exam, that is NEET UG entrance exam, right? Even if your plan is to go abroad and study MBBS, then also you have to qualify NEET. Otherwise, you cannot go abroad and study MBBS. Being an Indian, being a resident of India, if you are planning to go abroad and study your other courses like medical courses, even such students also have to be qualified in the NEET exam. This is the condition of our NEET exam. So those people who are looking for medical courses, please, they have to attempt this NEET exam. NEET exam is basically having something around 16 lakh students all over India, almost 16 lakhs. Last year, I think 15 lakh 96,000 students from all over India, they have attempted this NEET entrance exam. So out of 15 lakhs or 15 or 16 lakhs total, you can say. So 16 lakh students, there are only 85,000 seats are there available in India, all over India, medical seats, only 85,000, 85,000. So number of students attempting this exam is 16 lakhs and the number of available seats are only 85,000. So the competition is that level. Now, if you want me to tell about NEET pattern, exam pattern, that is 180 questions. This exam is for 180 questions. So 45, 45, 45 questions will be there. 45, 45, 45. This is the exam pattern for NEET. This is the exam pattern. 45, 45, 45, 45 each subject: physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology. So totally it is about 180 questions. It is exactly 180 questions. So 180 questions is your NEET exam pattern. Number of questions into 4 marks. For each right answer, there will be 4 marks. That means how many marks are there? 720. Total NEET paper is set for 720 marks. And of course, there is a trick here, -1, negative is there. So if you are attempting an answer, a question, and it becomes negative, it becomes wrong. Suppose it happened to be a wrong answer, then 1 mark will be deducted from the marks you scored already. So that means negative is there. You have to be very serious, very careful while attempting the questions. Then the time duration is 3 hours. This is your NEET exam time duration. Then you have this exam is totally pen and paper based. Pen and paper. It is not offline, online. So NEET exam is 100% paper based exam. It is not online. These are the basic minimum information related to your NEET exam. So now from NEET, I will take you to ICR exam. Because most of the students are going to attempt only ICR exam. So I will give you brief introduction, brief idea of the ICR pattern. So what is ICR? ICR is Indian Council of Agriculture Research. Indian Council of Agriculture Research. So these people, this exam they conduct is AIEEA. The exam name conducted by this ICR is known as AI. Indian Council of Agriculture Research, All India Entrance Examination for Agriculture Admissions. All India Entrance Examination for Agriculture. UG is for undergraduate courses. So this is the exam name in ICAR. So this ICAR exam is also has got 3 subjects: PCB or PCM or ABC or PCA. So this is the subject group 1, 2, 3, 4. Among these 4, you can choose any one based on your subjects studied in your intermediate or +2, 12th. So if you have studied physics, chemistry, biology in your 12th standard, choose PCB. If your subject is mathematics in your +2 subject, +2 course, then go for PCM. If you have studied agriculture as one of your subjects at your class 12 or any diploma or vocational course, then you can choose ABC. If your subject group is also again agriculture, if you have studied somewhere at your class 11 and 12, then you can choose PCA. If you have not studied agriculture at your class 11 and 12, then better not to choose any of these 2. You go for PCB or PCM if you have studied mathematics, PCM. These are the subject groups. 4 subject groups are there. You have to choose only one for your entrance exam. So mostly biology students will choose B and mathematics students may choose PCM. So now I will give you a brief idea of the exam question paper pattern. So here also you have, as I told you, subjects. 3 subjects will be there. But here in each subject you have 50, 50 plus 50. So 50 questions for each subject. 50 for physics, 50 for chemistry, 50 for biology, or 50 for physics, 50 for chemistry, 50 for mathematics if you choose PCM. Like that, for each subject 50 questions will be there, and for each right answer you have 4 marks. For each right answer you have 4 marks. Same way like NEET, here also you have -1. Negative marking is there. So -1 for wrong answer is also there in ICAR exam. So you have to be careful while answering your questions. If you are not sure of answer, you better to leave that question without any attempt. If you are at least 50%, if you are satisfied that okay, 2 options are wrong and 2 options might be right, out of that 1 is right. So at least you can take risk, calculated risk you have to take while attempt. That exam strategy we will discuss later on in another session by our experts, exam strategy. But now what I am going to tell you, just only brief idea of the exam, ICAR exam pattern. Now if you see that 50, 50, 50 are there, total how many questions are there? 150. Then if you see 50 into 4, that means how many marks each subject? 200 marks. Marks are 200 per subject. I am talking per subject. Again 200. So again here also 200. So total how many? 600. So your ICAR exam paper is for 600 marks. Whereas NEET exam is for 720 marks. This exam is for 600 marks. And the time given here for ICAR exam is, time is 2.5 hours. Unlike your NEET exam where 3 hours time is given, here they have reduced the time to half an hour. Reduced by half an hour. So the total time given here is 2.5 hours. This is your time. And the exam mode is going to be 100% online. There is no offline exam for ICAR exam. So offline is not there. So you have to prepare online only, the computer based system. So 100%. So that is the difference. Again, ICAR, the NEET exam is 100% offline only, pen and paper based, that scribbling one, rounding, 0. So those bubbling work is there in NEET exam. Here you don't have any bubbling. You just have to click like you are attempting in the computer, whatever online test you are doing. Similar to that, you have to just click in the computer. This is how it is going to be ICR exam, completely online. Okay. If you see ICR exam, how competitive it is compared to NEET exam, I can say it is more or less same. Competitive level, if you see competitive competition in the market, if you see between NEET and ICR, both are same. There 16 lakh students are attempting the exam and 85,000 students are getting the seat, or number of seats are there. But here similarly, ICR exam also, almost 1 lakh students are attempting this exam every year for this ICR UG entrance exam. Out of that, 10,000 seats are only there. Only 10,000 seats. That too, not just only for BSc Agriculture, for all the courses of agriculture, related to agriculture. So anyway, I will discuss with you about the course, the UG courses. What are the different courses available? But including BSc Agriculture, BSc Horticulture, BSc Horti, BSc Forestry, BSc Fishery Science, BSc Food Science is there, BSc Community Science is there, BSc Sericulture is there, and BSc Dairy Science or Dairy Technology is there, and BTech Agriculture Engineering is there. So putting all, including all these courses together, you have all over India only 10,000 seats to be filled by this ICR entrance exam. So competition is more or less same. There 16 lakhs and 85,000 seats. Here 1 lakh almost students are attempting the exam, and you have 10,000 seats. Competition is same. But exam difficulty level, if you compare, maybe slight difference is there between NEET exam as well as ICR exam. There is a slight, you can say little, but not much difference, but it is a little easier compared to NEET exam. But it is not always possible. Always same thing will repeat, because last year what they have done is NEET exam has been made easier and ICR exam has become tougher. Previous students, our people have suffered. They said after seeing the paper also, we analyzed it. ICR exam is little tougher, it came, and NEET exam was little lower. So every year it changes, but more or less it is all, you can say, the previous history, if you see, we were getting it little easier ICR exam. So this is how ICR exam, about ICR exam. Now I will move on to BHU. What is this BHU? Have you heard about BHU? Do you know about BHU?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, BHU is Banaras Hindu University. BHU is located in Banaras. It is in Uttar Pradesh. BHU is a central university. It is a central and very old university, and very reputed university in India. And they do have BSc Agriculture.
Varun, can you mute your mic?
BSc Agriculture. This BSc Agriculture admissions they do by conducting an exam, entrance exam called UET. That is undergraduate entrance test. So this entrance test, you are all eligible. Whoever is interested, they can attempt both PCB, PCM, ABC. All the students of class 11 and 12 or diploma students, they all can write this UET exam every year once they conduct. So this exam also has got very high standards, this exam, and almost to 10,000 to 15,000 students are attempting every year this exam. Against the seats, number of available seats are 200. So 10,000 to 15,000 people are attempting this entrance exam, but there are only 200 seats in BHU. Because of its high standard, high reputation, very old established university, particularly for agriculture faculty, they have very good infrastructure, very good placements, very good laboratories and all these things. Because of that, all over India, people compete for these 200 seats. So if some of you or any of you, if you are interested to attempt this BHU exam, you too can attempt. Our coaching will more than enough to attempt this exam. We also give coaching for integrated in the same coaching. You can be prepared for this BHU UET entrance exam also. The exam pattern here is, I will tell you, there are total 4 subjects, you can say. For BHU, there are 4 subjects. One is your aptitude. Second is your chemistry. Third is your botany. Otherwise, I can say 3. Okay. Botany plus zoology. That is biology. Then mathematics. Then agriculture. You can say, okay, 5. So, aptitude, chemistry, botany plus zoology, biology, maths plus physics, and then agriculture. Out of this, these 2, aptitude and chemistry, compulsory for every student. And these 3, out of these 3, you can choose any one. You don't have to attempt all these subjects. Suppose you take biology, just only attempt botany plus zoology. If you are a maths background, PCB student, PCM student, you choose mathematics plus physics. If you are agriculture background, you are comfortable with agriculture, choose agriculture. So these 2 are compulsory, aptitude and chemistry. Then out of these 3, you choose only one subject. So mostly people will choose biology students, obviously. So mathematics students will choose maths plus physics. And then here, how many questions will be there? Each will have 25 questions. So 25, 25. Here, botany plus zoology, 50 questions will be there, both. Okay. Here, mathematics also 50 questions. Agriculture also 50 questions. So this is compulsory, aptitude and chemistry, irrespective of whatever subject you choose here out of these 3. This is option, this is compulsory. So in this compulsory, you have 50 questions, 25 for aptitude, 25 for chemistry. And in this option, again, one subject, anything you choose, then 50 questions. So total, your paper is set for 100 questions, 25, 25, these 2, 50 and 100. So total questions are 100 in BHU UUT exam. Into each right answer will fetch you 3 marks. Unlike your NEET or ICR exam where 4 marks are awarded, here it is given for 3 marks. That means total question paper is set for 300 marks. And of course, you have negative marking also. But the negative marking is 1/3 or yeah, you can say 1 mark. Negative marking is -1. So I can say not exactly 1/4. That means 0.75. Yes. So it is not 1 mark. It is 0.75 marks will be deducted if you make any wrong answer. Then for negative, as a negative penalty, they are deducting 1/4 of their total marks. That means 1/4 means almost 0.75 marks. 0.75 mark will be deducted if you make a wrong. Then timings, if you come to the time, this is for 2 hours, 120 minutes. Just 2 hours. And the mode of this exam is also 100% online. And the exam centers are available all over India, wherever you are, whatever state you belong to, near to within your state, in major towns or cities, they usually have exam centers. So application time also, mostly they will be releasing in the month of February and March. And this year, I think they have not yet released. So once they are open, you can also apply for this BHU UET online entrance exam, that UET entrance exam. This is about BHU. And by generally anyway cutoff I am not going to discuss. Maybe I can give a brief idea. After that, at least 250 marks you have to score. About 250 if you score out of this 300, then you are likely to get a seat in BHU. And here also you have different reservations like OBC, like SC, ST, and general EWS. Everything is available here. Okay, this is about BHU. Now last exam I will just explain in brief, that is EAM CET, MSET entrance exam. MSET, many people may not need this. This is only applicable for AP and Telangana students. This entrance exam is known as EAM CET. MSET. This is only for AP, Andhra Pradesh, and Telangana state. So people from my students from West Bengal, they don't have to know anything about this. But for Andhra and Telangana students, this entrance exam is there. MSET means Engineering, Agriculture, Medical, Common Entrance Test. So this entrance exam is also 100% online. And this test is only eligible for these two state people, not outside the state. They cannot attempt this test. So, but within the state, they can attempt. And online test, and the question pattern is 40 questions. 40, 40. That is PCB. Here, 3 subjects are there, PCB and PCM. Only these 2 groups. So biology students will attempt this PCB paper and maths people will attend PCM paper. So questions will be 40, 40, 40, 40. 40 is for physics, chemistry, botany, and zoology. And for PCM students, 40 plus 40 plus 80. This is for maths. And this is for chemistry. This is for physics. So PCM students will have 80 marks in mathematics, and the rest 2 subjects 40 questions will be there. This is questions, number of questions, and marks will be total marks. How many questions are there total here? 160. Total 160 questions are there in MSET. So 160 questions into 160 into here only 1 mark is there. That means the whole paper, question paper is set for 160 marks only. Unlike your NEET, where 720 marks are given, the whole paper. Unlike your ICR exam, where 600 maximum marks are there. Unlike your BHU UET, where 300 marks are there. Here in ICR exam, you don't have multiplication of marks, only 1 mark for each answer. Each right answer, 160 marks are given. Total question paper is set for 160, and there is no negative. No negative. That means whatever you feel is right, you can just keep on answer it. Whether it is right or if it is wrong, you are not going to get any penalty marks. No negative. If it is right, you will get as usual 1 mark as per the pattern. So here, without thinking, even if you mark more negative, it doesn't affect your final score. Whereas in NEET entrance exam, ICR entrance exam, BHU entrance exam, these national level entrance exams, you cannot blindly mark all the questions. You have to leave some questions where you don't know answer. If you don't answer, better to leave. Otherwise, you will invite negative marking. So here, MSET exam, such problem is not there. Then the time duration is 3 hours, 180 minutes, and the paper mode is 100% online. There is no offline exam for MSET exam, EAM CET MSET. So this is about your local Telangana Andhra state MSET entrance exam pattern. So I'm not going to discuss more in deep of this entrance exam. We will close this Next. Okay. Today you have a class from 2:30 onwards, 2:30 p.m. Today introductory class, as I already told you, physics will be there today. Physics sir will come. He will give you a brief introduction about physics. So what is, how he is going to teach, how he is going to go with his syllabus come, and how you, some tips related to physics. Everything he will explain from 2:30 today. And then afterwards you will have zoology class, I think 4:30. As I already told you, our classes are not still final. So those things, everything schedule will be finalized by this weekend. Once it is scheduled, finalized, that we will share with you. Then onwards it will be set. So everything will be routine. So we don't have to inform you in advance. Tomorrow is this class, day after tomorrow is that class. Not like that. So we will give you complete final picture. Final timetable will be finalized. That will be followed by everyone. So till that time, this week, we will have little here and there unordered classes will be there. That whatever it may be, we will announce you in advance. Tomorrow is this class, by this time, something like that, we will give you. And links, as I already told you, will be shared in the WhatsApp group. So by clicking to that, then you will join in the classes at that time. Then finally, before we conclude, I want to tell you so many things, but I will discuss on some other day related to some exams and all these things. But today I will close this session, just because on the first day itself, I don't want you to engage you completely till last minute. So sometime I want to take a little gap for you, so that you will come prepared for the physics class in the afternoon. So 2:30 we are having a physics class, and we'll join there at the time 2:30. Before that, I want to introduce few of my staff members who are working behind the scenes to make this coaching program. So a lot of hard work they are putting. So I want to introduce, so that whenever you have any issues connected to those particular persons, you may also message them, you may also contact them, you may also talk to them. So now first, Vasavi is there. Vasavi. So first I will introduce you Sharik. Please come, Sharik. He is Mr. Sharik. His name is Sharik. So he is going to take care of, he is a technical expert, basically technical background work, all the network, all the online sessions, whatever are there, software, uploading, video editing, everything he is taking care of. And he is also there in our group, WhatsApp group, our students WhatsApp group. Whenever you have any technical issues like network or your mobile problem or link problem or whatever connected to that, everything you can message him also, you can talk to him, you can call him. So he is our best employee, best person for online expert, online routine works. Okay, Sharik, thank you. So please tell Ramesh also. Mathematics. Okay, children. So I am going to introduce one more staff. He is coming. And then we have also one more madam. Madam is just gone outside. She will be coming in the afternoon. I will introduce to you. Ramesh, please. Ramesh, come. His name is Mr. Ramesh Kumar. So Ramesh will be your batch coordinator. So he will be coordinating anything related to your attendance, anything related to your marks, every week exams and all those things he will be taking care. So his number is already there in the group. You can also message him, call him, talk to him related to exams, anything connected to your batch, any issues related to that. So he is Ramesh. One more madam is there. Please, Ramesh. Thank you. So one more person is there. Her name is Vasavi. She is not present at this moment. She is going to be your mentor. She will be joining in the afternoon. So her name, her name is Vasavi, and she is your guide come mentor. So she is your entire total all this coaching in charge. So any issues, administrative issues, technical issues, subject wise, any feedback you want to give related to faculty, anything, exams, everything you can share with her, Vasavi. So I will show you in the afternoon once she comes back from outside. So everyone is clear now. I want to hear from you. One more thing I want to tell. During the session progress, whatever classes are going on, that time you don't have to switch on your video. That time you don't have to switch on your audio. You can keep them muted during the session in progress. Whenever sir or teacher, madam, or whoever are there, whenever they are teaching, that time you can mute them, so that it will be completely comfortable and others also can enjoy the audio and video. Whenever you want to speak, or whenever the faculty here ask you to unmute your video or audio, that time you have to unmute them. Now I request all of you to please unmute your video as well as audio. So daily there will be some discussions will be taking place at the end of your class. So that time you have to open your video and audio. Now I request each one of you, please unmute your video as well as audio, both, just for 5 minutes. Okay. So she is okay. Amrita and Varun. Okay, nice to see you. Then who is that? Button. Akshita. Harshit. Sampriti. Yeah. So you are there now. I can see you. And please tell me if you are enjoyed this class, if you are okay, how this class went, and did you get what you want? That basic information, how this coaching is going on, how this coaching is taking place, and do you have any initial doubts you want to ask? Please, you are welcome to ask me. Then afternoon 2:30 we are going to join. We will, I think the same link will work, na? Yeah. So same link, mostly it will work. Otherwise, we will be in touch with you. If that link is not working, that remains same. I think same link and same password will be there. Just click on that link and join for the afternoon class 2:30 physics today. And you want to share with me anything, issues are there, anything you want to tell me about your personal or coaching related, or anything subject related, exam related, general. Anyway, I will be in touch with you regularly. If possible, a few minutes I will spend with you every day, morning or afternoon or evening. I will take feedback. But otherwise, if you have anything now you want to ask me, please, you are welcome. No doubts? No doubts. Everything is clear? Shall we?
Clear, sir.
Everything is clear. So no doubts.
Clear.
Shall we
No
meet
doubt.
at 2:30 today then?
Okay.
Yes.
So 2:30 we have today afternoon session, that is physics. After
Yes,
that,
sir.
zoology. Today you have 2 classes, afternoon 2:30 onwards. One is physics, another is zoology. So these, as I already told you, these are all only introductory classes. This whole week will be basics only. We will be teaching you only basics, so that you will be comfortable when we go for the advanced topics from next week onwards. Shall we close then?
Okay, sir.
See you at 2:30 today. Bye.
Yes, sir.
Bye.
Uh,
Bye, sir.